in between placing those fantastic Christmas decorations, watching some crazy sports on TV, and just having a good time with the fam, you need something to watch, something for background noise, something to enjoy. Well, I have the list for you, or at least a few you can add on to your holiday binge list. What's up? Happy holidays to you guys. My name is Lil Knight, and this is the Logbook. On today's entry, we're going to get into our 8 movies you need to add to your binge list today. We got December, but you need to add these 8 to your Lord of the Rings marathon, your Harry Potter marathon, your Star Wars marathon, whatever you already have in between, or whatever movies you have that you just have to watch all the way through. Add these 8 in between to just change up the feel, or for a little background noise. These 8 movies fall into at least these 3 categories: scary and suspense, aka thriller. We also have a little bit of a kids section, and that kind of a teen section. We'll add that to kids because we're all pretty much adults now. And our romance. So let's get into it. In the background of our video today, we're going to have Go See Yotai. Now, if you want to check out the gameplay, we have now separated our videos from our entry and our save file. Now our save file is going to exist on its own for you guys to just want to check out what I'm playing at the moment, which for now is going to be Go See Yotai. If you want to check that out, we'll be posted on mostly Fridays in the save file playlist. All right, guys. So I have 8 movies for you guys that you need to add to your binge list today. Okay? Not tomorrow, not in a few weeks, because we don't have much time left. All right, we're getting into that December final run of the holidays. You see 10 films up here. We're going to talk about 8 in detail, and then I'll have 2 in honorable mention status for you. The first one is Trading Places. I've already talked about Trading Places. 2 guys have their lives flipped by two rich brothers. They don't know what to do with their money. They bet $1 and see if one's bet will be better than the other. Moving on, we have Black Christmas. Black Christmas is basically a slasher film back in 1974 with a sorority house just having their members picked off one by one. Now, it is kind of your Scream type of slasher flick where it's supposed to follow the rules systematically. This girl gets taken out because of XYZ. The other one gets taken out because of ABC. Pretty simple. It's kind of like background noise. I would say you could put this on if you are putting up those outside decorations or the, around the house decorations. Maybe not the Christmas tree yet. To end off our horror holiday mix, we have The Shining, which is a freaking classic. It doesn't matter. If it came out in the 80s, it's about a family getting placed in basically cabin fever type of a situation, and dad goes wild. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty awesome. I mean, you see the score I gave it here on Letterboxd, and I use Letterboxd just to keep up with films, so I'm not just scouring the earth, hoping and praying I find the thing that I'm looking for. Our next section of films is going to be in that kind of kid/nostalgia. Also, if you've been wondering about our background, we have Go See Yotai in the background. If you guys want to check out the rest of, or you want to check out the details of the gameplay, we have great save files in our save file playlist. Those will be coming out on Fridays, if you are wondering. But back to our list. Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams. Now, this movie got me into that real kid mindset, thinking about toys and how those gadgets back there in the 20s or 2000s, in the 2000s, really shaped how we see technology today. Now, I gave it a 3 stars out of 5 only because it's a kid's movie. It's made in 2001 or 2002. And I mean, it kind of has its little spits and sputters, great acting and all that. But it's a kid's movie. Crazy CGI because it's 2002. And not everybody is the Matrix. If you've been keeping up with the numbers so far, this is number 5. And number 5 is Small Soldiers. Now, this movie came out in 1998, and I think it is significantly better than Spy Kids 2. But it throws in that great toy vibe. I mean, look at this photo. It's literally toys walking around having a good time. It's like a grown-up's Toy Story. Don't worry about the plot. It's funny. It's kind of a anti-capitalism type of thing and anti-militaristic type of vibe. Now, I will say take this movie with a grain of salt. Has some great actors in it. If you look on Letterboxd, it lists them for us. Kirsten Dunst is in this. Before she was Spider-Man's girlfriend. So, something nice to look at, something nice to have fun with. And on top of that, it gets you in that vibe of what should I get my little nephew or little niece for Christmas? Because I know if you're part of my generation, you probably don't have kids yet. And you're lucky if you do. Number 6 on our list is The Mighty Ducks. I mean, it's a great child's film with a little hint of romance in there for the girlies. Now, I honestly wouldn't have added this film to the list, but I have a few friends out there who are trying to get into hockey and they're enjoying themselves. So I added this for them. And you guys know who you are. Love you so much. But it's pretty self-explanatory. A guy kind of gets arrested for drunk driving, as the bio or the description of the movie says. He ends up having to coach for a youth hockey team who is just down on their lucks, kind of like a Bad News Bears type of style. And he makes it work. And they end up being a great team. And it's just a great story. It gives you the feel of the winter time because it's hockey, and hockey just started kind of getting into that time of year. The romance of this film leads me to our very next film. Our number 7 film is Carol. It's a film I haven't seen yet. It's on my watch list. I can't wait to give it a look. But it's basically 2 women who fall for each other during Christmas time. So that adds a little, I don't know, little weight to it at least. We'll read the description together. In 1950s New York, a department store clerk who dreams of a better life falls for an older married woman. Not gonna lie, that intrigues my interest because we're going into that let's be honest category, and for the fact it's the 50s. So how does that even really work? Plus, when I watched the trailer, it gave real Christmas vibes. So I'll definitely have to check it out going into that Christmas time. Let me know what you guys think about Carol in the comments, because I honestly will not read any comments here on Letterboxd because I think a few people have seen the movie too many times. So I'll lean towards you guys for a little bit of help on that front. Our last and certainly not least film is Batman Returns from 1992. Okay? Not the very cool ones with all the gadgets and high tech and all that cool stuff. No, this is Tim Burton's attempt at his Batman. We don't really love Tim Burton that much in this household because of his views, but we're not going to get into that today. What we are going to get into is the fact that this film is in our romance section of this video because, it's the bat, the cat, minus the penguin. They either fall for each other or they don't. They fight each other or they don't. They either work with each other or they don't. And we've all seen their iterations if you love the DC universe. But this film just gives you a nice vibe going into the Christmas. Their Christmas sets look phenomenal. The miniatures that Tim Burton uses is always very cool. And it's nice to look at. It might look a little, cheesy. But this is why I would recommend this film be thrown into the background. Let me get rid of this ad. The internet and their ads. But I gave this film a 4 stars out of 5. And that's only because of Tim Burton. Other than that, I love the film. I have my biases too. Our honorable mentions are the 2 on the tail end of this list. Monty Python's Life of Brian, which I haven't seen at all. I have no idea. Monty Python's nice background noise for me. They have little snarky jokes, and they're from the 80s, so they have their jokes about what they like to talk about. I think Life of Brian is kind of their play on, the coming of Jesus. Now, I will say I am sorry for the people who are very highly religious and think this film is kind of on that BS side. It's just meant to be comedy, and comedy can rub people the wrong way. So I apologize for the people that this film may rub the wrong way. But it's comedy. I'm sorry. Honorable mention numero dos is Die Hard. You can't go wrong. It's literally set in Christmas. It's a Christmas film that's an action flick. It's pretty self-explanatory at this point. We've all had the debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas film? Is Die Hard a action flick? It's both. Okay, it's set on Christmas Day. Okay? You can either watch this one on Christmas or you can watch this one before so your significant other doesn't get mad at you about it. Or you can watch it while you set up the tree because, I mean, who doesn't want to hear loud noises while they use or try to place delicate things on their tree? Now, I would advise against that. I would just say just throw it on for a nice little win, knowing it's going to be a nice movie about a man trying to get to his wife. All right, guys, those are our films. Now, if you want to, I will probably continue to suggest movies, in the form of using Letterboxd because it's a great way to just compile them all, and you guys can use Letterboxd to, I don't know, look up where they are, or even look up a movie to see if you even want to watch it. Now, trying to find all these movies and, you know, on each streaming platform is going to be tough. Just search it. A lot of these films are on your platforms you probably already have if you are a sports watcher like I am. Before I get too long-winded, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I love you for clicking on the video. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you are curious about what I'm doing in Go See a Tie, check out our save file playlist. And, it's probably going to take us about 20, 30, maybe an hour to get through some of those gameplay moments. But it's a fun time. And that way I don't clog up everyone who's just looking for anime and movie recommendations from yours truly. But other than that, you guys have a great holiday season. I love you. Thank you. Peace.